Drug addicts.
Here with redshirt junior, transferred in from Wagner College, all-time leading scorer in Westfield High School state history, Blake Francis. How you doing, Blake? Bro. So, season's over. I'm sure you've been itching to get out there on the court, in the game. Excited to get started?
Yeah, for sure. We all been looking forward to this moment. We've just been working. We're really excited for next year.
So I think, a lot of the, real fans that, follow the team closely, obviously, they know who you are, they know what you can do, what you did at Wagner, but I think a lot of people haven't really got to know you off the court yet. So I want to start out with a little thing to get to know Blake Francis a little bit. So we're going to do a little top three. I'm going to ask you a question. You got to give me your top three, right?
Okay.
So first, artists that are showing up on your playlist before you go out in the court, get you hyped up.
I have to say Future. Meek Mill. I'll put some Nipsey Hussle.
Nipsey Hussle? Okay, yeah. What do you think, what's your favorite Future album?
Favorite Future album? I'll probably have to say Hendrix.
Hendrix, you like that? All right. How about best eats in Richmond? It can be off campus or on campus.
Off campus, on campus. I'm a big Chick-fil-A guy.
Big Chick-fil-A guy, yeah.
So I like Chick-fil-A out there.
Okay, yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm from Boston, so we don't got it up there, but I'm liking it down here. How about top three NBA players? Your favorite?
Top three: LeBron. I'd say Kemba Walker, and probably Chris Paul.
Is there one guy in particular that you try to shape your game off of? You really look up to?
I watch a lot of Kemba. I watch a lot of footage of him. So yeah, that's probably the main person I watch.
You think he's gonna stay in Charlotte?
I don't know. I mean, they give him the money, but I want him to go somewhere else to contend for a championship. So, whatever works.
So on episode 2, I asked Gilly who's got the most drip on the team.
Most drip.
We know you'd say yourself.
I would definitely say myself, by far. I'll say Blake.
Blake?
Yeah.
All right.
Blake dresses pretty well. He's got a little bit.
I bet you could. Yeah, I'm sure you can guess. I'm sure you can guess. He said himself, right? So I told him he couldn't pick, and he picked you.
Yeah.
Can we confirm Blake Francis most style on Spiders? For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
You got inspiration in the league. We got guys. We got Russ, LeBron with that suit with the shorts on it. You got one guy that you look up to.
I like what the rookie Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has some pretty cool fits I've seen on Instagram. So I'm pretty sure he's up there with the most drip in the league. Yeah.
So when I was also talking to Gilly too, he told me he's a Warriors fan.
He's a Warriors.
Is he a bandwagon? What do we think?
Nah, he said he's been liking stuff since he's been there. So
We'll come some slack.
Yeah, I cut some slack.
All right. So you come from a pretty athletic family. Your dad played football at Virginia Union. You had a cousin that was drafted by the Rams. Cousin played ball at Duke. Your brother played college football. I want to know, if you guys have a Thanksgiving family football game, that must be crazy, huh?
Yeah, it is. It would be crazy. We have a lot of members of the family playing football.
So has that pushed you a lot? That competitive, always competing with your family, is that kind of giving you a drive, really?
Yeah. Just growing up, just watching all them, going to their games, their high school games, their college games, just really inspired me to, do the same as them. I'm just blessed to have, those type of people in my life.
So I think what some people don't know, particularly Richmond fans, is when you came out of high school, you weren't highly recruited. You were, I think your original plan, right, was you were going to do a post-grad year.
Yeah.
Wagner came calling. They were going to have you do a post-grad year, and then they moved you up, right, to 2016.
Yeah.
So did you, despite that, you were the all-time leading scorer in your high school. Did you kind of have a chip on your shoulder? Do you always feel underrated?
Yeah. I always felt that I had a chip on my shoulder, playing high school ball and playing in AAU, because, I wasn't highly recruited, some scouts were saying I was too small. So, just playing with that chip on my shoulder I guess kind of got me over the hump.
So, your recruiting process was different coming out of Wagner than it was out of high school.
Yeah.
I think, you had some interest from schools like Loyola Chicago, who, went to the Final Four just a couple years ago. What was it about Richmond in particular that, really drew you here?
I felt it was the perfect fit for me and my family, because, I'm from around this area. I'm from North Virginia, not too far. And just the academics, this is a great academic school. And that's pretty much, just the coaching staff, I felt as though their plan for me was the best out of all the coaches that I was in contact with. And, those were pretty much the main reasons why I decided to come to Richmond.
What have been the biggest adjustments you've had to make since you've come here?
Biggest adjustments, as in terms of just basketball or just school?
We'll go off the court.
Off the court. Not too much of an adjustment since I've been in school for 2 years. So I know what the college life is like a little bit. So pretty much wasn't too many adjustments.
How about system-wise coming into this this offense here, Princeton offense in particular?
Oh yeah, it's a lot different than where I was at. It's been helping me, increase my IQ. Just learning the offense, throughout the whole season while I'm sitting out, was key for me. So, when next year comes, I can be sharp and ready to go, ready to play.
So, this year wasn't, the year the team was hoping to have. They didn't get in the postseason tournament. You played in the NIT your second year. What do you think your playoff experience in that can have? And even, going back to high school and the state championship, how in particular do you think your, playoff big game experience, what can you bring to the team going into next year?
I think I can bring the grittiness and toughness, to the team, just the will to win, whatever the coaches want me to do, I'll do. And in order for us to win, I'll do anything. So just pretty much just being that tough player, that tough, hard-nosed player.
So we know, you can shoot the three pretty well, right?
Yeah.
I think your sophomore year you were 25th, 26th in the nation, most three-pointers made. So what's one thing, you've had this year off where you haven't, been in game action. What's been the one part of your game you've really been working on trying to improve?
Just finishing through contact, finishing at the rim. I think that's one thing I improved throughout this year when I was sitting out. And that's pretty much probably the main thing I'll say.
So going against Gilly in practice, that's another guy who's, a smaller guard, who can shoot the three, he's quick. How much does that push you guys feeding off each other in practice?
It's great, we push each other every day in practice. We're making each other better. He's a tough guy to stay in front of, and that's good for me. So, to try to stand in front of quick guards like him. So we're helping each other out every day.
So how much has your routine changed, this year, not preparing for a game day in and day out versus, at Wagner?
It's changed a little bit, but I probably say I've done more. In terms of me sitting out this past season, like I was lifting on game days. I was getting extra workouts in after shoot around and stuff like that. So I just tried to stay, just stay working at all times.
So you did obviously dominated in the Northeast Conference, but the A10's a little bit different beast. We you got guys like Kellen Grady who today just declared he's going to test the waters in the NBA draft with Marcus Evans. How confident are you, and how do you feel that you can rise to that level and still play at that high level in a little bit of a tougher conference?
I'm very confident. Like I said, I've been playing for a couple years now, so I got a little bit of experience, so I know what it's like, playing against those kind of guys. And just getting ready, just preparing myself as much as I can for next year, to make an impact.
You get a chance to see the Warriors-Clippers game the other night with that comeback?
I did. Yeah, that was a pretty big comeback. Lou Will, no problem.
Lou Will.
Patrick Beverly.
So, with that, we kind of saw, even though they didn't win as many games as we liked last year, Richmond, we had the game against VCU here where, there's that great comeback in the end. It was a really resilient team. But sometimes, there'd be times where it felt Grant and Gilly, a lot fell on them to hit that late game pressure shot. How comfortable are you in those big moments, those pressure situations?
I'm real comfortable because, in nights like this where it's, I'm in the gym by myself, working on my game, but the shot comes like that, and, in the crunch time, it's easy for me to knock down because I've worked on it so many times. So I'm pretty sure I'm comfortable with that.
So Blake, heading into next year, what are your goals, your expectations for you personally next season?
Just to come in mentally stronger and physically stronger than I was before, and just come in, like I said earlier, doing anything I can, help this team win. And because at the end of the day, if we win, everyone gets recognized. So,
Blake, appreciate you coming on here. Looking forward to seeing you in action next year. Expecting big things.
Yeah, appreciate it.
That's it. Episode 4. Know Your Spiders. We'll see you soon.